guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you guys can join me. I hope everyone is doing well out there today, especially with the coronavirus going on. Stay home and stay safe. In my video today, I wanted to talk about the do's and don'ts of buying a home for the first time for a single parent. Yes, my video is focused towards single parents because I like to talk about things that I know and things that I've experienced. So as a single mom, I really thought that I could not buy a home because I always thought, okay, you have to have a husband, you have to have two incomes, it's going to be very hard. And coming from growing up in the projects, I was very fortunate. I appreciate everything that I have, but I also didn't see a lot of single parents buying homes, but until later on, as I got older. But I did have to learn for myself, and that's why I wanted to talk to you guys today and just give you a couple of pointers on the ways that you can buy a home and things that you shouldn't do from my point of view. So the first thing, I wrote down some things I wanted to talk about. Get a plan. I know that I have been looking for a home for 3 years, and the reason why it took me so long is because I had the wrong outlook on everything. I didn't know the person that was helping me find a home, and that's my biggest objective when I say don't deal with people that you don't know. You can give people a chance, but I would say, when I say find a real estate agent that you like or that you know, there's a myth out there that having a real estate agent that you know, you shouldn't do it because they're in your business, they know how much money you have. That's not true. The lender is the person that knows about your income on the other end, but the real estate agent, they know that you have that pre-approval letter, so that's all they see. My real estate agent was actually my friend, Angelica Perry. I don't know why I didn't use my friend sooner, but I had been so busy listening to the myth of, go find a real estate agent, don't, find someone you don't know. But that didn't work in my favor. For 2 years, I went around in circles trying to find a home, and the person didn't know me. The first week working with my friend, Angelica, she came and took me to houses that I was just like, oh my gosh, I was so excited about. She could walk into a home and be like, no, Stephanie, this is not what she likes. I know her. She is not going to go for this. It might be something as simple as a bathroom and a kitchen. She knows I have OCD. No. So those are little things that she knew about me, and it made it so much easier because I wasn't running all around town like I was with other real estate agents, going to see 14, 15 houses a week and coming home frustrated. That's very frustrating, and the person doesn't know you. And I'm like, I would never live here. I would never buy, I would never, have a backyard that looked like that. But those are some of the do's. I would say do get a real estate agent that you know, somebody that you trust. Also, when I say get a plan in the beginning, going back to that, set yourself a time frame. I gave up about 3 or 4 times, and also have people around you that encourage you. I had gave up 3 or 4 times, and it was like, I can't do this. I kept saying no, I'm not finding any houses, and I don't want to. People bought houses up under me for cash. I would look at the house, and then a week later they would call back and say, oh, well, this person bought the house for cash. They didn't want my offer. But you got to know that you got to stay encouraged, and that's when it comes into having people around you that encourage you. You can do this. Don't give up. I gave up. Nobody cared because I didn't have those people around me encouraging me, except for my dad. I did. Your parents are always going to encourage you to keep going. So I would say that, make a plan and stick to it. Also, set up auto pay. That's a wonderful thing that I want to tell you guys about. Like my dad told me, and he always advises me, so you'll probably hear me talk about him a lot. I didn't know that putting your bills on auto pay. As far as I love to shop, I had credit cards, and I didn't know you put your bills on auto pay. You can go online or wherever you do how you pay your bills and put them on auto pay. So if your minimum is like $30 a month, try to do at least $5 over the minimum. If you're anything like me, I forget a lot to pay. I might pay like a week later. I used to, and since I put my bills on auto pay, it does make your credit look good because they're seeing that you're consistently paying those bills on time, and you're also paying $5 above the minimum. That bumps your credit up, and it also bumps the credit limit. I mean, they'll look at that and see that, listen, this girl, she's about her business. She's trying to maintain and make sure everything is paid. So that was a good thing when I say pay your bills, put them on auto pay. Sometimes we have more credit cards than we need. Some of us, again, if you're like me, there was credit cards that I had that I just went ahead and paid off. If I'm not using them, keep you 1 or 2 good cards. Like if you have a favorite store, it might be Macy's or JCPenney's, keep the favorite cards that you have. Keep 2, at least keep 2. One you might just use to get gas with, and that way you're constantly paying towards it, and it does, again, like I said, make your credit look good. Talk to the bank that you're with. 9 times out of 10, when you call your bank and you tell them that you want to get a mortgage, you may get turned down, but they'll say, hey, these are the things that you need to fix. We'll give you 30 days, fix these things. They'll give you a good checklist. The checklist will tell you everything that you need to fix, no matter how long you take. Even if you go past that 30 days, you can call back and say, hey, I'm still fixing this, and they'll see that you're trying to get a relationship with them. That looks so good when you're trying to get a pre-approval letter. Also, I found that buying a new home versus an old home, that to me was something that I just thought I could never get a new home. And looking at it, going out looking at all these homes, you think to yourself, okay, I don't want a home that's 15 years old. Some people might, but I say when you look at the new homes, they do offer a lot of incentives. Most homes here in Georgia that I went to that were builders or new homes, they offered money towards your closing. I got offered from most homes $10,000 towards your closing if you go with their lender. And when I say go with their lender, the lenders that they're working with, if you have your pre-approval letter there, let them see that, because that even lets them know, hey, she already has a pre-approval, we'll send it over to our lender. I found that my lender was actually on their list. So you may not have to just go with their lender. Don't be so quick to walk away because they say, okay, if you go with our lender, we'll give you $10,000 towards your closing. That's awesome. And what I did, I found that my lender was on that list. And by me, I just kept running into blessings, but I think that you have to be open. Again, older homes, I found that most of the people that were selling their homes, they really didn't have, you know, a lot towards your closing. They would say, well, we can only give her $200 towards her closing. My real estate agent was very good. She knew exactly what was needed, and she would say, well, how much do you have towards her closing? They would say, oh, I only have 1,000, or I only have 200. And I noticed that pattern with a lot of the older homes, that they really didn't have. And it's not that they have to, but it helps you, especially being a single mom or a single dad out there trying to buy a home. It's better when you go in a situation with more money than you came out, you know, that you went in with. You come out with more money on the other end. So that way, when you're in your home, it's also good to have at least 4 to 5 months worth of your mortgage saved up, because you never know what can happen. So that's a good thing. And also, I want to say that buying a home, you also have to stay open to the area, because I bought a home in the area that I thought I would never want to live in again. But the real estate agent I had, again, I said, I was running all over the state of Georgia looking at homes, but it was on the side of town that I wanted, but it was like all over in that area. When my real estate agent found a beautiful home for me, it wasn't in the area that I wanted to live in, but I had an open mind, and as soon as I walked in the door, it was like she knew me. She knew exactly what I wanted. So I would say that don't always think that the home you're gonna find is always in the area that you want it. You have to venture out and just, you know, explore the possibility that it may be somewhere else. Also take that chance. And just like I said, keep an open mind. I was watching Being, I don't know if you guys watch BET, Being with Angela Yee, and that inspired me because she was saying about her first time buying a home. You know, it took her, she wanted to move in Brooklyn, that's where she was raised, and she found a home, her real estate agent found a home, and because that real estate agent knew her, she told her, have an open mind. Just look at it for what it's worth. And actually her home is beautiful. I looked at it, and for her to say that because she told her have an open mind and just look at what it could be, you know, you never know where you're gonna find your home. Also, I wanted to say you might have to sacrifice. A lot of times us as single parents, you want to get that tax money and spend it. What I would say, what I learned is, when you get that tax money, set it aside. If you know that you want to buy a home, don't be so quick to spend it. It may take you 2 years. Whatever you receive, work hard and just take that money, like I said, and just set it to the side. And then over a 2-year period, you may see that that money is helpful, because the banks want to see that you have funds set aside. They want to see that you can save. So that money that you don't need it all year, you haven't had it all year, so why run and spend it as soon as you get it? Take that money, set it to the side. Whatever you don't have right now, you don't need it. If it's not a necessity, set the money aside and keep it there. That really helped me out. And going into this, it was actually a blessing because it seems like I got so much more help on the back end when I got ready to find my home, because you end up saving more when you come out. Even after you buy a home, you can have that money sitting in your account, because again, even if you have a new home, you still don't know what might happen when you're in that home where you may need that money. Your car could break down. There's so many other expenses. But I did want to say that those are the top things that I want to touch on, the do's and the don'ts. Get a plan, know your real estate agent, talk to your bank, develop a relationship, put your bills on auto pay. All of those things can really help you and also make it easier for you to buy a home. Those are things that a lot of people don't tell you, but if I can help in any way and let someone know that those things are out there for you to do. And also just keep the faith. I know that there's many times as a single parent I thought that I couldn't do it because I listened to a lot of people, and with reading and just talking to people. I mean, look at your church. I know a lot of you are probably out there saying, well, I don't know a real estate agent. You probably know a lot of real estate agents, but you probably just don't know what they do. My real estate agent, she has a full-time job, but she's also a real estate agent, and that can help you, especially like I said, when you know the person and they have genuine love for you. They know they want to get the best for you, and that's exactly what she would say with me every time we walked in the house. She would say, "Friend, I want the best for you. This is not for you," and we would leave. So I love that about her. So again, shout out to my real estate agent, Angelica Perry of Norman Realty. She is awesome. Again, I just hope this video helps you, and I hope you can take away some things that I've mentioned and apply it to your search in your home. So I just hope that everyone out there is safe, and I hope that we're all going to come out of this on top, and I hope you find the dream home that you've been looking for. So I would say have a great day, and I hope you come back to my channel. If you like this video, please comment below, like, and subscribe, and have a great day.